Good morning or evening or wherever you are. I guess this is the 5th of May today, which is, one day after May the 4th be with you. So I think Corey got a little bit tied up, but I just wanted to come on here and, well, mostly play that video because it's such a great gallery, and maybe do some gratitudes and wander around the Uplift a little bit. If you've been paying attention to our Discord, you know that we had some pretty big news and share that holiday. Well, basically Uplift Independence Day is underway, so we're pretty stoked about that. Welcome. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys kind of what I've been up to. And I'm also going to put on some music, just because if we're gonna go around the Uplift tonight, I may as well do a little bit of night driving. If you guys have any comments or questions or gratitudes or anything, toss them in the comments. I don't do this very often because, I talk enough as it is, but I figured I'd come in here today and show you guys the progress that a few of us have been making over in gratitude. As you know, we've been playing with this idea about a gratitude rail. So yeah, this is kind of down near the Yoshi Drops temple. I'm gonna have to get up there to put up some gratitudes, but I found out one of the easiest ways to build really quickly. I guess mining is good too, but I just dismantled the tracks because there's a lot of resources there, which is always good. TC's putting in a portal hub. I know he's there in the comments, so that'll be coming soon. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Oops, lost that one. So there's a couple cool little builds over here. I think if you look down here, you can see little TC's little portal hub. So I'm excited to see when he gets that put in. But yeah, this is basically the Yoshi Drops kind of pagoda area. One of my favorite builds. Oops. One of my favorite builds, really, around this area is the Marshmallow Man. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You can see him up here. It's pretty epic. There's a really cool Groot build here as well. Sorry. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. We're going to see some really cool things are probably going to be happening over the next couple months. Definitely plug into the Discord and see what's going on with all the announcements. You can see a little bit of alpha in the pre-DAO discussion thing that's happening. So we're in gratitude. We're in the southern area. This is kind of our Uplifters community plot, as it were. And if you remember, we put out an article for the auction talking about gratitude rail. And this is kind of the gratitude rail. It goes pretty far. So I thought I'd just come in here and it'd be nice to take a ride along the gratitude rail and, see what there is to see yet, as they say. But let me readjust the screen. Yeah, Chia Pet is having a fishing jam coming up soon. If you haven't checked it out, there's two great posts. One was done by Lemon Rivers. It was a recap of Chia's second fishing derby. One was done, it was a video done by the, it's a video done by the same guys who did the PvP video. If you haven't figured this out, this is my new station area invention. This is going to be the way that stations are built from here on out. One track connecting them all, just like the UpLift world in itself. You got an arrival, you got a departure. I mean, we can go multiple different ways. I think let's go here. This is going to be a Sports Rewind Stadium, which is pretty cool. He's done a really good job. The Hudo guy has done a really good job flattening this out, so it's really awesome. Let's see. We can go this way. Will take us to the Pagoda circuit. Now, the Pagoda is like basically the first survival build I ever made. It took me forever. I died multiple times. That's pretty fun. Let's see it over there in the distance. Now, I'm no Mellow or TC. There's some really awesome builders. Frame Games, who we had on the show the other day. He built that, lighthouse, which is pretty epic, up at spawn. But I like it. It's a neat little, custom build. There's a little farm down here too that I kind of put together, which is super fun. I am planning on hopefully doing something really special down here. If you happen to wander down here any point in time, it's pretty empty, but I'm gonna put my first gallery. It's gonna be down there, which is pretty cool. So we'll head to the most southwest area that we can get in a minute. But I just want to show you guys how extensive this rail is. Again, it's mostly made out of just spruce planks and andesite and diorite that was basically reclaimed from the rail sections that I just ripped apart. So that was pretty fun. And it takes a lot of work. Hi, Overseas Madman. I'm trying to have conversations here, but it's not working. So I got to this plot, which is like, you'll be able to see it on the map, but there's this one plot. I'm gonna put together an article soon that I can't get through because I don't know who the owner is. So hopefully we'll be able to connect this up to another one at Silverado's plots, which will be quite fun. But this is my little oasis here, this mountain on the side. You can see I for some reason just really liked it. It was in the right place, and I thought, hey man, I gotta go hang out there. It's pretty fun. There's a secret waterfall inside the mountain. Pretty cool place. So. I'm excited for TC to get the portal hub in. That's going to be pretty cool. Also, Darkness Rising is going to, maybe we're going to put in an underwater subway that runs from close to that Stay Puft Marshmallow Man all the way over. So this goes way south, actually. And Chia from the Fishing Derby, he's got this massive water plot that we're about to go through. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens here. He's got a couple ideas, but I don't want to spoil it. But if you know who Chia is, he's got some pretty excellent builds. And he likes water plots, so that'll be a lot of fun. And I think 6 Feet Deep will be over here at some point as well in the very near future. So yeah, it's kind of taken off, and I kind of like it because Gratitude was the kind of the last server that we ever did any kind of allocation in, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of see it here, not as well done as the last one, but all the rails have been kind of cleaned out at the base. Trying to bring it back, grow some trees, and do the whole Jimmy thing in game world as opposed to real life too. But this is one of the people who wanted to connect, and they actually built this. This is Stallman and his buddy over here in this community plot that they picked up on the open market, which is pretty cool. So yeah, they put that together. I think they're gonna probably put a station in here. They came up with this new rail design, which I quite like. I didn't ever see it before, so and apparently Snorky was here. So yeah, this plot's changed hands a few times. I don't have whitelisting abilities here, but they connected it at the same level. It was pretty sweet. Really nice. Yeah, so that's kind of like the southernmost route that we've been at, which is pretty cool. Hey, Mello, great to see you. It's been a long time. A couple weeks ago, I went in and checked out Mello's collection. He had a really cool NFT that got released. I was pretty impressed with that, man. If you don't know who Mello is, go check out his stuff. He's a really great artist and kind of unique style. That's one of the things I like about being in UpLift, actually. There's so many, really nice and creative and talented people. So it's a weird place to be, coming from, the world of the pandemic, that which we're not supposed to speak. I had a bit of I'm going through a bit of an issue with another project that I used to work for, but that's a different story for a different time. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty exciting to see people coming together. Like this is maybe 1/4 or 1/3 of what's been put together. So, lots of the giant melon shop. I think I like shops, but that's one of my favorite is the giant melon shop because they just have everything there, which is really good. Also, Silveride's Wandom shop. I've been there quite a bit. If any of you guys are selling rails, I've just been buying sticks and iron ingots and making them. But if any of you guys are actually selling pre-custom rails, let me know because I gotta spend some uplifting on it. So yeah, again, I'm really over the moon with my cool little station. Here, look at this. How good is that, right? You have the station, the 3 things, the little signs, the mushroom lights. That's all Jimmy D right there. Nobody does stations like Jimmy D. Jimmy D's never made a station before this either. So this is going to go up to blockchain cards. If you know who blockchain cards are, they're the ones that were doing some of the early merchandise before, which is pretty cool. And I just happened to be in touch with them before the liftoff event, and I was like, hey, dude, can I run through the side of your plot? And I'm like, yeah, of course, that'd be pretty fun. So we did that, which is interesting. We've got a few cool things going on down here. This is a lot of backwards walking, actually. But yeah, this is a little blockchain cards home base. They got some cool little stuff happening up here. A little house, and I don't actually know what they're doing down by the tracks. I haven't been able to figure it out. But there's this massive farmy area build. So you kind of see it way off there in the distance. That big thing, which is pretty cool. So anyway. That's their house. And then I got here and I was like, well, where to now? And I happened to be writing an article about Silvereye. So Silvereye actually has a few of these mountain plots that run behind. So I was like, maybe I'll hook up some kind of cool, underground subway system. So we tunneled through here, and this is the hardest decision I actually made, the whole kind of thing, was when we got through this tunnel, which way to go. Because there's a few plots here, a few bigger plots here that were connected by Silvereye, and there's just some really cool mountain views. And I was over here the other day, and it was interesting, because once I just went in and looked at the map and checked out which wallets on what, I realized that there was a solid through connection essentially all the way through to this little mansion. Uplift Mansion. I really like how the animals stay in the center of the track, by the way, if you haven't noticed that. And this Uplift Mansion is actually really quite cool. You should definitely come check it out. It's got some pretty awesome little details inside, but if you actually go to the basement, they put in like an archery range and stuff. Like, it's pretty epic. So yeah, like we're over here. If you keep going straight from here, actually, there's a digital acid plot. So I think eventually we'll probably mark it to there. But yeah, that's kind of where we are now. It also goes south quite a ways. It kind of started out as one kind of line, but it's going in about 4 different directions now. It's hard to see the chat here. Oh, that would be great. Like, if you guys want to donate it, that's fine. But honestly, like, just put it in a shop. I'm more than happy to pay for it. Just like, I want to support the economy. It'd be great if you want to donate it. But also, if you guys happen to have plots that are on the line, like it's like, let me know. I'm more than happy to connect people and try to get them in there. Like, so right now we can kind of go from south of Michael USA's plot, which is in the way south, all the way. Out of my way. All the way to almost like 2 or 3 plots away from spawn, which is pretty exciting. So Rebel Joker. I'm about to blow your mind because we're already pretty far north. This is again in the Yoshi Drops plot. I'm probably doing a lot of backtracking here, but the next stop from where like the pagoda is well, we'll go there, but there's a little cool plot that. Another community plot that we've ran all the way through, and yeah, that's pretty far. It's pretty far north. Again, I'm pretty excited to see the Sports Rewind Stadium go in. It'll be pretty cool. The Sports Rewind guys are doing NFTs across multiple blockchains, but it's quite interesting. Yeah, I mean, this pagoda and little farm area is pretty fun. Like, I remember, like, the first day I was over here, some dude came and he brought me like horses. I did a live stream, Darkness Rising, who made this kind of tribute to Groot and Rocket over there. You can see the distance beside this Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He came over one day and he threw some cool armor on it, which was pretty awesome. That was pretty exciting. So we're back kind of almost to the central tracks now. We can go south. If you go south, it actually takes you across here, this cool little build, and then all the way directly south it links up with Michael USA's plot. But people are asking about North Rebel Joker, so I'll show you how far we are now. So we're headed north now. Again, you can see, like, I just basically gutted all of the tracks, which I quite like, and threw in a bunch of trees and tried to save as many of the seed lanterns as I could that were part of the tracks, which is pretty cool. So yeah, like all of those tracks down there, we'll do some fun natural stuff with them. And then, like, if we rock through here, things start to get a little bit dark because goes through another community plot. I kind of I kind of got lucky, I think, with the tight because it runs like right along the tree line, which is quite nice. Although I did fall and die. Walking backwards. Now I don't know like what the idea behind this plot that's going over here is, but it's kind of cool. It's like, I don't know if you can see it because it's nighttime, but there's this giant, I think it's supposed to be a car, honestly. It's pretty interesting. And I was like, what? Who put a car in there? Which is pretty cool. It's not done yet. As you can see, kind of resources are getting a little bit thin, so I had to switch the track up and use some andesite. It was nice to be able to just use slabs instead of bricks. That makes the resources go a little bit longer. Thank you, UpLift, for using so many resources on the rails, because it saved a lot of time. So yeah, like we're kind of headed north now. It's hard for me because I'm in Japan, so I never know which side of the road to drive on. It's a bit problematic. But yeah, we're almost at the end of the line here. And I think there's one big plot I have permission for, and a couple little plots that would potentially get us to spawn. And once we're at spawn, we could actually go all the way up to Anders, potentially even further. That's most of the gratitude real. But yeah, I mean, how are you guys? Are you guys excited? I guess, you know, do you guys have any cool builds that you want us to feature? Because there's a small channel in the Discord called #shamelessplug. Definitely go in there and throw in your builds. I know people like, you know, TC and Mello and even G-Kid, you guys are busy doing your own kind of things, but Corey and I were talking about this yesterday. We also want to start having people on the show and go and tour around their builds again. So let us know, you know, Monday morning and chill or whatever. I know like some of you are always around. We'd love to just jump in the world and go and see builds. We had a really cool private tour happen last Tuesday, maybe. One of our community members organized a private tour for a guest that we're going to be having on the show next Monday. And they basically went to all of the worlds and just showcased all the crazy, amazing, awesome builds that you guys are doing. So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, that's well, 3/4 of the gratitude rail, which is pretty fun. So again, if you guys want to be part of it, right? Is that you, Lawrence? Are you like, if you're next door to that private rail, like, hit me up, because I want to run through it. I totally want to connect it to spawn. I think it'd be really cool. Right? You get to spawn. You can run through all of these plots. There are some stations and some stops, and like, you know, of course these people can put stations and stops in as well, but you don't have to worry about which track you're on. I mean, like, privatization, it's gratitude rail. That's what we're going for. Like, I don't know why, but I just think it's hilarious as a former hippie to privatize the post office in Alberta. Yeah, man. Like, honestly, Mello, like, I don't even need you to write on the blog. I just need you to come on the show and hang out with us and show us around all of these awesome builds that you've been making, right? So I think that'd be awesome. Just come on the show some morning and give us the grand tour. I get it. Like, some people, they don't like writing. Some people don't like being on video, but we're moving, right? Like, we're the biddle down now, and we're gonna be able to showcase this to the world. And we've got some really good ideas on where to start. And the cool thing about it, I think, is going to be when people from other blockchains come in here and they see all the stuff that the vaccines have done. They're going to be like, holy crap, you know. So we want to just get that content out there. It's for rewards too, but it's also just, you know, for a while this is going to be the most developed series of regions in the world, right? They've got a year head start. There was a Twitter post, I think by Mitzi or somebody else the other day, that was showing the first floor of the Tuttle Gratitude building over in Genesis, and March last year was when that first Tuttle huddle happened. So essentially, you know, 13 or 14 months we've been hitting the ground running. The hiccup here and there, but that's like a year head start on anything that comes after, right? And I'm pretty excited to see what comes next, but I'm also pretty excited when the world finds out all the crazy awesome stuff that we're putting together. So. Yeah, we're at kind of the end of the line. This goes down to EOS USA. You can see it way down there, that little thing in the corner. Got a cool little thing there. So, I mean, that's kind of the gratitude rail for today. But again, if you're connected to it, want to be a part of it, I think it'd be really cool to do that. So, I also want to shout out this new. I want to shout out this new lost my screen, sorry. Site that was sent. It's been put together by GKid, which is pretty cool. I think it's definitely something that you guys should all go and check out if you can. I'll pull the link up. But yeah, basically put together this little uplift site. It's pretty cool. And also, if you haven't done it too, we had them on the channel last week, and we featured the NFT line of Frame Games, and we also looked at their new kind of demo app, which is super cool. The other one was pretty good, but this one is I think kind of even just really well laid out. So if you haven't done it, go check out the podcast that Corey and I did on Saturday, and also jump in and see what's happening with the shop list and the recent updates that they're working through with the new test site. There's a link right there. All right, so this is like a community built site that I think is just, and it's not finished yet, but it's pretty amazing. So GKid put this together, white paper, connections, all the things that he's been doing. He's actually been zipping around from plot to plot, taking photos, and we've been putting them up on the blog as well, which is pretty cool. 8 to 10 photos, put it up there. He's been doing lots of art, working on little tutorials and stuff like that. So I just shout out to him and other community members doing amazing stuff too. I mean, like, we're always getting DMs from TC and other people, and you guys have been here for a really long time. I'll drop this in the comments. Yeah, you still gotta add to it, but I mean, that's like pretty awesome. I won't go through it until you're done. But like, just just go check it out. Put it in the comments. It's pretty awesome what you put together there. Like your art is pretty cool too. So definitely go check it out. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about what comes next. We're going to be doing some really interesting things. Again, plug yourselves into the BluDAC channel. There's some spoilers in there on what comes next, what we're going to be working on, and how things are going to work. I'm also, if you're not aware, you have until June the 1st to link your MetaMask wallet. I'm also going to be putting together a variety of articles on other blockchains. If you happen to be an expert on any other blockchains, please let us know. Because one of the things that I'm working on right now actually is a series of tutorials, and I want to have tutorials across multiple blockchains, even if we don't have worlds on them, for the simple reason that I think there's a lot of people, Melos one, G-Kid, Chiapet, TC, like they've got all the the loot people that are in the art gallery sector, multiple QR codes from NFTs on various blockchains. And I want to have a series of tutorials explaining for people how to get those wallets. So if they want to, pick up some of that art that's been curated inside the UpLift by scanning a QR code, then they can do that. And I think that that's going to be really interesting. So if you guys have any recommendations on wallets, like on Solana or on Terra or on Ethereum, that you think are good for NFTs or sites for navigation, or even warnings, please feel free to hit me up in a DM, because one of the things that we want to do with the site going forward is we want to have it as kind of a companion to what's in the world, right? We're going to be bringing a lot of people that aren't from Wax, but we're also going to be potentially bringing a lot of people that aren't necessarily blockchainers into the fray, and we want them to be safe, right? Like, we don't want them to be spam links. And as you saw, we already had to put out a disclaimer in the Discord that basically stated that the DAO tokens aren't live. Don't click any links that say that they are, because this is not true. We want to keep people safe. I killed the game, but I'm just grateful for all of you, all the people who have been here. I met some really cool people. Most of the people who are on this stream actually who are listening in, I've had the pleasure of meeting firsthand. Sitting on various podcasts or having you on our podcast. So I'm pretty excited. Roger is in the comments. I know Mello was working on your rabbit gallery. I'm super excited to plug you into that and get maybe a blog post. I subscribe to a bunch of rabbit things just because of that gallery. I mean, it's some really interesting rabbit posts popping up on my Twitter feed recently. I like it. Mrs. What are you looking at? She's cute. Anyway, different story, but that's fun. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, I guess, for NFT game day. Again, if any of you guys ever want to come on and hang out, just hit us up. We're always willing to entertain new people for new projects and new ideas. If you want to come on and go through your plot that you've built live on the show and give us a tour, we're happy to do that as well. We're gonna switch up our show times. We're gonna try to be here at 9 a.m. every morning, but sometimes we might go an hour earlier or an hour later. We're also gonna spin up a new show, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, occasionally for some people on the West Coast. If they want to join, and Corey, he's going to handle those by himself probably, because I'll be sleeping, and I'll be spinning up a show maybe even Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It'll be in the evening, East Coast, but it'll be more geared toward the West Coast evening and the Australian Asian time zones. So definitely keep your eyes on our channel, like and subscribe and share this out. Whatever we can do to help you or to get you featured, or bring your plots, more life in and beyond the world, or your events, hook us up. Let us know, because we're always happy to engage with the community, because you're 99.9% of the reason that we love doing this. And the other 99.9% of the reason that we love doing this is just the team and building and being part of this. So I'm excited to see what happens when those two superpowers collide with the future of the DAOs. Need a tutorial how to run an UpLift server with shaders. Tried so many times and always failed. Yeah. Okay. So I guess my first question is, what kind of computer are you using? I use a Mac and a MacBook Pro, fairly new one, and it's really finicky. Like, I think I can get like one shader to work. The rest of them keep crashing because it's not optimized for Mac. Now, if you're using a laptop, or if you're using Windows or a PC, I'm not your specialty. However, if there are people out there in the community, I would love to have more people do videos. That's why I like the blog as well, because different people have different shaders. It gives a whole kind of new look to what we see on the plots. So if you are out there and you happen to be listening to this and you do have some tips on how to optimize your shaders or your mod packs and stuff like that, please send them over, and we'll definitely put them on the blog so people like ZMO Gus Pass Laptis can get some shader love. Shader love really needs to be the name of a bar or some establishment that doesn't close until 2 p.m. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming and hanging.